man, the king, the god, this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, sunrise, when you burn in hell forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the longest-running episodic podcast on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel. Almost 7,000 subscribers in just under 9 yarsh. Blvd Bullies versus the world. I'm your host, PK, with the Blvd Bullies, and I'm joined by the lads, the crew, including an OG versus the world member. First and foremost, the non-frozen of the two of you. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off of his vacation to Cuba, I give you Bad Take Bry, everybody. Say that again. Say that again exactly.
It was the Bahamas, actually. But yes, hello, fellow freaks. Welcome to the shit show.
So you went to the Bahamas. Did you take a cruise?
We flew there, but I took several boats. We were on several boats in the Bahamas.
Sorry, I'm smoking.
We took
Welcome,
boats.
everybody, to the program. Welcome, my wrestling father and yours, the BBC of independent and all of professional wrestling, the best dressed, the Showcase Showdown winner, best hair, best presents, best merch. Ladies and gentlemen, my wrestling father and yours, Larry the Legend.
Larry.
Ring Larry. Larry, you look almost as sweaty as I do.
I'm fucking freezing.
I'm gonna kill you, Larry. You see, the thing about dark skin is that, like, I feel like when you get like dark skin, and this is why bodybuilders go hyper tan, it like accentuates the curvatures and the indentations and the muscularity. But I feel like another thing about being black is that you look much sweatier.
You glisten. Glow.
You're muted. I can't hear you. You're muted.
I heard him, but he's just very low.
Yeah, nothing. We got nothing.
I hear minimal Larry sound.
I don't think you heard anything. I think you just
I did.
it.
No, I'm not. I swear. I have decent ears for someone that played the drums for so long.
Toast. Okay. So, Brian, you went to Bermuda.
Bahamas.
The Bermuda Triangle.
The Bahamian Triangle.
Oh, the Bahamian Triangle.
Right.
So how long was the flight?
The flight was quick as fuck. It was like 3 hours.
Did you need a passport, or is this one of these sanctioned annexes?
You needed a passport. It's my first and only stamp inside of my passport. The one and only time I've left.
So walk me through it. So you took a nice quick flight. You took
First
a car
class.
service from the airport to...
Yeah, it was Sandals. I went to Sandals all inclusive resort, and they have like a shuttle, 15 minutes from the airport.
Oh, so dope. So
Yeah.
dinner, drinks were included with the stay.
Hmm.
Was there just one restaurant, or was there more than one on
There
the
was
grounds?
11 restaurants and 2 food trucks.
Wow,
Went to them
dude.
all, and dude, you can order the whole place again and again and again. Like you don't
So
have to.
they're not saying to you like, oh, it's all inclusive. Like, don't order 3 dinners.
No, there's no minimum. But I mean, if you order a lot, they give you a look.
They give you a little look.
Yeah, but they have to say okay.
Now, but you did have to tip. Or
No,
was gratuity
tips.
included?
It's included. But I will say that I mean,
You still
I,
throw a few dollars.
it's because yeah. I mean, I did because it's so strange to just like have a whole nice dinner and then just fucking walk out. You just walk out. You just leave. You know, you don't have to wait for a fucking check because you
They
could.
say that the Bahamas has pink sand and clear waters. Is that true?
There wasn't pink sand, but there was very nice sand, and the water was the clearest water I've ever seen,
And warm and lovely.
dude.
Ah.
Insane.
And how far were you
Absolutely
from the
insane.
beach? Could you just like walk to the beach?
Yeah, the beach is on the resort.
Ah.
And the pool with the bar inside of the pool, you just swim up, you get your drinks, then you can walk out of the pool directly to the beach. It's insane.
Just incredible. Incredible. Did you go hello?
Nope. Now. Oh, I heard that. I heard that.
I'm getting something. Okay, hold on. Brian, can you hear him?
I heard him. I see his mouth saying "Pat" many times, but I only heard.
I only
one.
heard Pat once. I heard him one. I heard him once.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yo, that was awesome. And then you could you pay extra to go on like excursions? Could you
No,
go like
there was a few
snorkeling and dolphin humping?
There was a few things that I paid extra for. Like there was a we went on one excursion and we went to a different island in the Bahamas. It was Paradise Island, where we went to the Blue Lagoon, where we swam with
And that's
stingrays.
where you were tempted by other singles.
No,
Paradise Island.
no. But we were tempted by the stingrays, and we swam with them. Have you ever seen a stingray?
Only at like the aquarium.
They're fucking huge. But I held one.
I would assume they were non-lethal stingrays though.
They are destung. Their stingers are destung from them, but their tails are still very sharp. If you don't know, and like they're still dangerous even without their stingers. Like they could harm you. Like I got scratched by it, but not poisoned.
That's what I'm saying. Like underwater, you get a scratch. Like you step on a rock underwater, you're just like, oh, that was weird. But then you get out of the water and you're like, oh my God, I stepped on a piece of glass.
Right.
So it like swims by you and you don't think much of it. And then you're like, ow, that scraped my ass.
No, I mean while I was literally holding a stingray, fearing for the tail that was whipping around. It's not. I would say that it's not very safe.
And
Still,
what, you had like a local guy or girl like
right? There's a
take you
guy.
on an excursion? Like, yeah, hold the stingray.
Is a guide. He's a guide. He was. I mean, he is like the stingray wrangler, stingray cowboy.
Right. So yeah,
Very
he's got a great
knowledgeable. Very
little setup.
knowledgeable Bohemian man.
What other
Nicest.
boats were you on?
That was the. I mean, we went on a sailboat with another guide because I don't know how to fucking sail a boat. I'd probably still be in the ocean if I
You
was
probably
the
die.
captain.
Yeah.
But it was so, dude. I've never sailed before, and we were fucking flying, bro. The wind takes you fast as fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, I was on we also did a what's it called a kayak. I went kayaking.
Yo, you know what I thought about the other day? Because I saw on Danny's Instagram story. Danny, my friend and guitarist of my band. By the way, if you're in the Brooklyn, greater New York area on Thursday, July 3rd, we'll be playing a show. But I saw on his Instagram story that him and Paloma were riding around on a jet ski. And I decided, like, yo, I want to ride a fucking jet ski, dude.
Yeah, there were jet skis in the Bahamas, but
Larry!
it wasn't part of the sandals, and that was another charge.
Larry, can you hear me?
He's working on it.
Are you working on it? Okay, cool. Because I'm not ignoring you. I'm just buying time thinking that you're working on it. Okay.
He knows.
I just don't want you to feel left out here. I guess that's all my questions about Bermuda. Were there any other things of note, or nature things, or dinners, or drinks, or activities you did of note that you'd like to share with the group?
We didn't go scuba diving, but I went snorkeling. And literally, if like on the regular beach that is right on the resort, if you go under the water, there's a plethora of tropical fish just swimming around. I fed them bread. There was a fucking, what's it called? A barracuda. I saw a baby barracuda. It was a little scary, but so sick. There was crabs. Dude, just the sickest shit. Highly recommend all-inclusive anything.
What SPF sunblock did you use, and did you get sunburnt?
SPF 50.
Classic.
And
good.
I still have, you can't tell just because of how white I am, but I still have a nice tan. I'm pretty tanned. I burned on my back the most, but it wasn't that bad. I'm happily surprised with how burnt I didn't get and how tan that I did.
And you said something in the group chat when you got back, which I thought was so fascinating, because I haven't taken like an all-inclusive vacation or even like gone away for so many years now. You said, man, I hate going on vacation because I hate going back to work. And Larry actually,
the worst shit in the world.
He doubled down and said, yeah, dude, that's why I hate vacation. It's like a case of the Mondays times a million. Sunday blues times a million. And then it's so funny. So today at work, this dude who I'm friendly with, he ordered. I was like, hey, how's everything? He's like, oh, I went to Spain. I went to see my parents in Spain for 10 days. And he's like, I went to Barcelona. I went to the tourist traps. But then I hung out with my parents in their like little village. He was like telling me all about it. And he goes, and then I come back to like New York and like
trash.
Sales and everything's got a slime of like, I'm just being nice to you to get something out of you type of thing. He goes, yo, when I was in the village in Spain, nobody was nice to me. Like, nobody was nice. Everything is like straight to the point. Oh man, we just had a fascinating conversation today. So it made me think of, and I mentioned to him how you just came back from Aruba, and you were like, yo, the worst part was coming back. And then Larry said, I would rather not even go than have to come back.
I will say that everybody in the Bahamas is extremely fucking nice and just like chill vibes.
Is it all just like local Bahamians?
Like working at Sandals? Yeah. It's definitely just locals.
Dude, I want to get like a waiter job at Sandals with gratuity
included.
Holy
shit, bro. I mean, I don't know, but it's definitely, even just like, there's a guy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Hey there, Larry. Ladies and gentlemen, the best dressed man in professional wrestling, the BBC of independent wrestling, because who knows how many BBCs there are on TV right now, but Showcase Showdown winner, Drew Carey, not Bob Barker, CCW Hall of Famer, my wrestling father and yours, beautiful hair, a new hair Larry. This is like, I feel like the first time we've had this Larry hair.
It's evolving.
How are you?
I didn't want it. I did not want it. I did not want it. The last Larry hair that was au natural, like my whole hair journey from backyard barbecue bonanza 1 and 2 has all just been like, I'm just letting my freak flag fly, which is what a Blvd Bully does. But you know how it is? Like, everybody's got to say something. If you got a fucking gentleman's mohawk,
Everything's got to
then they're
say
like, oh, you need to
something.
get... Yeah, you gotta get that teased, or you gotta get that twisted.
I'm
you
sorry,
get that
you're right. I
rocked.
shouldn't keep mentioning your hair every stream. You're
No,
right.
no, Pat.
That's not
Because
what
I'm
he's saying.
43 years old. I'm 43 years old. I look better than MLJ. I don't have to wear a hat at every show.
How
you
dare you?
do need to mention my hair. You do need to mention my hair on every show.
Beautiful head of hair,
The
ladies and
fact that
MLJ looks like he's got to be at least 53.
You know, 53-year-old MLJ, I hate him so much in the world, but I feel like if I had his job, everybody would be saying the same horrible shit about me.
You started it, Larry.
I love him. I love to heckle him.
Hey, Larry, have you ever
Hey, no,
gone...
Pat. No. All those times that I said Pat and you couldn't hear me, I just wanted to ask you one thing. Pat, have you ever been on a resort?
No, that's what I was about to say. I've never done an all-inclusive resort.
No! So, you know me, Bob Barker, Drew Carey, I got a resort. I've gotten the resort treatment a couple times. And Brian is saying is correct. You literally walk out of your room and there's like a pool with a bar in the center of it, and you drink until you go back to your room and piss your bed. I pissed my bed so many times by going out to the resort, going out to the bar right outside of our hotel room, and just drinking until I was like, I gotta
it's all
get back to
inclusive.
my room. And
It's all inclusive. I can piss my bed if I
I've been
want
in
to.
Swap
Swap my mattress out 3 times in 2 days.
The booze is free. The food is free if you get the big package. And I know, Brian, you got the big package. I know you did. You just have a wristband and you get everything.
Sandals is all. It's all inclusive to everybody. There's no. You can get extras, but
then they must already include that into the one that I went to on The Price is Right.
Well, yeah, you won. You won a prize.
Okay, the chat says I stayed at the Grand
Palace.
All-inclusive?
But you can up.
Yes.
You can upgrade to Lawless.
I feel you.
Yes, Rex Lawless.
You can upgrade to political immunity.
Where was your resort, Larry?
Diplomatic immunity.
Bro,
come on, let me talk. Pueblo Bonita in Cabo San Lucas. Pueblo Bonita in Cabo
exotic.
San Lucas.
Damn,
George Clooney had a house there.
Hey, everybody, yeehaw! Welcome, Rhinestone Cowboy, to the program. Have you ever done an all-inclusive anywhere?
No.
He's got money.
Highly recommend it.
What's your best vacation?
Florida.
Do you think that me and you and your
Bahamas
family
is basically
should do
Florida.
an all-inclusive cruise, like together as one
No.
big family for the show?
I'll never go on a cruise ever in my life because I have a fear of water.
Oh, okay. So you gotta
Like-
go. You gotta do like a
open
Brian.
water.
Like Chief Brody from Jaws, who was the hero.
I
of that
don't
movie,
necessarily
because
blame the
he was
guy. It's
most
ominous.
scared of
It's
water.
frightening out there.
Yeah,
Ocean's
dark
scary as
water.
fuck.
I don't know how people do that shit. Dark water at night. And you hear about that kid that jumped in the water and got ate by the shark in front of all of his friends?
Recently?
Yeah.
Well, the guy sounds like an idiot, though.
Well, right. Why would you jump out of your
It was
boat?
a graduation party. They all went on a fucking all-exclusive shit. It was the cruise. Kid jumped off the fucking boat, and you see him on the video get dragged by a shark. And some fucking dickhead
Holy
kid
fuck!
with his
See,
back
that would be
on.
me.
See
That's
you
why
later.
I can't do open bar or anything all-inclusive, because I would just drink until I do a backflip off a boat and paralyze myself and get killed by a shark. But not before an excellent karaoke performance, probably.
Yeah,
I
but
don't believe
if
these
you don't
idiots
jump,
that
if you
say
don't
we
jump
can
into
stop
the
the
ocean,
shark.
you'll be good. Those boats are generally.
Yeah, the ocean is
pretty safe.
absolutely fucking terrifying.
Yeah, fuck all that. There's aliens in there and shit.
Yo, so what do you want to talk about today? I have a few different
Oh,
topics.
who are you, Cody?
Yo, speaking of
What
Cody,
do you want to talk about?
I very much all week enjoyed clips being filtered into my algorithm of Cody Rhodes' interview with Kevin Owens in the Zumbas. Have you seen these clips? Have you seen
I've
this?
seen a couple. I've seen a couple.
I
Of
have,
clips.
I have.
So entertaining. I mean, I know that Kevin Owens has Asperger's, but I love him anyway.
Pat.
Ashburger.
I can't believe you said that.
Ashburger.
Just because he walks on his toes like DJ Hyde.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's like
mean he
if
has
Mittens
Asperger's.
had athletic ability.
No, I think Kevin Owens is on a little higher level than Mittens.
Yeah, maybe slightly.
I can't
He
believe
still
you
loves
even
Disney
said
World,
that
though.
shit, bro.
He's still addicted to Disney World. Well, that's a classic
And
sign.
so is DJ. And so is DJ.
Yeah,
That's a
but
classic
Disney,
sign.
Disney is dope as fuck.
Okay, yeah. Brian, do you own a fucking 10-year lifetime fucking season pass?
If I could afford it, I probably would.
Okay,
Brian,
Mr.
what are
All
you
Inclusive.
talking about?
Okay.
What are you talking about? Disney is dope as fuck.
Disney's dope. I like Disney.
It's
movies.
weird.
Oliver and Company, bro. Finding Nemo.
You like animation.
Yeah, but if you gotta go
you
there all
like
the time.
animation.
I love anime. I like anime. I
Yeah.
like. But
All right,
Disney
Brian,
makes
in your
fucking dope
dream
movies.
life,
like
how
hentai?
many times a year would you go to Disney World for a weekend?
I've never been to Disney World, and I wish I could go.
Every
And if I
week?
could afford it,
Every month?
he probably lives in fucking Florida, does he not? Why wouldn't you go to Disney World all the time if you fucking live there?
No, Brian. He lives in Newark, Delaware. His wife, his beautiful blue-eyed, doe-faced wife, loves Disney, and DJ takes her there every year, just like Joe
DJ,
Gacy
I
takes
thought we were
Would
talking
you go
about
to
Kevin
Disney
Owens.
World every year, Brian?
If I could afford it, probably
So
yes.
so 1 year you wouldn't say, "Yo, let's go to the Bahamas again."
Let's go.
You'd rather go to Disney World for 5 days inclusive than Bahamas?
I mean, I don't know. I've never been there.
You'd rather be around Mickey Mouse than goddamn nature?
No, but I feel like there's an adult world. If you can go to Disney as an adult and have a good time.
Yeah,
if
and
you
that-
like
and
Disney.
that's when
Yeah,
you know
filled
you're
with
fucking
sex
With your
weird.
kids, with your
Filled with sex
kids.
traffickers.
No, there's a
Sex
some people like that shit. Not everybody likes it.
Okay, so
There's
why
there's
all-
roller coasters. It's not just like Mickey Mouse. There's like
But
dope
don't you
shit.
think that there's a
I'd
strange
rather take
connection
the Roy Rogers.
between
Universal
wrestlers
Studios, Universal
loving
Studios.
Disney World and
rather take a Roy
neurodivergent people
Rogers.
Is it-
loving
and I-
wresling?
I don't know, because there's
Don't
like
you
the
think
whole
there's a
Epcot.
greater
You got-
thread there?
Hey, stop it. Everybody stop. Stay on target. Let's not talk over one another.
I'm just saying that if you go to Disney World, you're probably going to Universal Studios, you're going to Epcot, you're going to all those different dope things that are movie inclined with rides. And I think that's pretty fun and sick. And I wish I could go.
Yo, absolutely. I agree with you. I would go once every 5 to 10 years.
But not if your fucking wife wanted to, like, wait, if you had a family that wanted to go to Disney World, it's like time spent with your family at a dope place. Why not?
Brian, so you have a family.
Yep, I'm glad you brought this up. Go ahead, Patrick.
No, I just wanted you to weigh in because you tilted your hand and you have a
Yeah.
family, so you're the expert. You tell me. Would you go
rather
Disney
take-
World every 6 months, or would you switch it up? Would you go to maybe a Splish Splash, a Legoland?
How do you know they don't do that too?
I would rather go and take them to Cedar Point and then find a Kenny Rogers roaster somewhere and live life the way it should be.
Take them camping.
Yeah,
Living life
something
is
like
doing
that.
what you want to do.
Find a
whatever you
Roy
wanna do
Rogers
it.
somewhere.
Make them drink their own urine in the middle of the woods.
I wouldn't go that far. Drinking urine, that's a little excessive.
Only an emergency.
Well, I heard there's plenty of urine out and about at Disney World as well. So I'm just making a point.
There's sex trafficking taking place there, so I'm not taking
Well,
them there.
I wasn't even going that far. I was just saying it was
Well,
a
I'm
little
just-
strange.
You have to. You have to when you talk about Disney because it's happening. It's
Yo,
happening
I love
there.
this Halloween version of this It's About to Go Down t-shirt. When and where did you get that?
I bought this when Larry had the swag back in that place he worked for. It has the wrong logo in the back. I gotta get that fixed.
I have it. I have the hoodie. I have the hoodie with the white.
Guys,
The same thing.
I made the most money. I made the most money while I was with Daniel DeMonto. Leeds UK tour be damned. I made the most money with Danny DeMonto. I just want to say.
I will say this. This is a
Even
very,
the short,
very
the short,
Exclusive.
is that even the
Very
short
comfortable.
amount of time that you worked with XPW? Because you worked obviously for ICW for
Yeah.
way longer. It was way longer.
Okay. XPW, I made a lot of money the first night. The first night I was in XPW, I made out like a bandit. But with Danny, consistently, if I had new merch, it was gone. This right here, I have so many more of because I made right when I left Danny.
I got a question for you, Larry. How many live sales did you actually do for Danny? Like personally, where you were there?
I think six.
I remember 2 offhand that you were sauced for one of them. It was
That was
fucking
going to be
hilarious.
my guess, too.
I was sauced for all of them, but I know
The one you fell asleep for like 20 minutes and it was fucking priceless.
Danny, Rhinestone, I definitely did more than 2 because the first one that I did, I made like $742 off of the dolls and I don't know, shirts. I made like $742 on top of $150 that Danny was just paying me to come up there. So, dude, the first one that I did, I was like, oh, bitches isn't gonna buy my shit if I do this shit. And I did like 6 of them. I guarantee you I did like 6 of them. But then I caught on to the fact that he would like front load the shit that he wanted money out of y'all from, like the metal cards.
Oh yeah.
He would to front load all of the shit that y'all were willing to pay money for and then like leave me for the second hour. And by that time, you had already spent dollars and nobody was buying my shit. And I was like, dude, you're just like paying me $150 to make sure you make your rent.
Affirmative.
Is everything all right?
Yo, everything is grand.
Yeah, what happened? That was just like dead air.
Everything's great. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about something near and dear to my heart. Before we get to like, you know, the drama and the meat and potatoes. NYWC at Mulcahy's. The maybe 4th, 5th, maybe 6th annual NYWC Crusher Dugan Heart and Soul Cup. I just want to let you guys know that Stockade, a man who loved Crusher Dugan and who Crusher Dugan loved, a man who was exiled and canceled for being too old school and too real, a man who has lost 760 pounds. One, finally got, you know, involved in NYWC, buried the hatchet with the powers that be. You know, much like Triple H said about CM Punk. Hey, CM, if I was the same guy I was 10 years ago, then I suck too. You know? So they buried the hatchet. and fucking Stockade, Larry, won the Crusher Dugan Heart and Soul Cup at Mulcahy's, which is a massive venue. They have a built-in clientele, just in a beautiful heralded event space in Long Island. Dan Barry, NYWC Hall of Fame. Larry, are you in the NYWC Hall? No. Don't tell me. I feel like oh no.
I remember when you did commentary for the Heart and Soul Cup.
You came with me a few nights into the lab.
I watched you record it.
You know, the only
You
person
didn't say Heart and Soul Cup like that though.
The only person who loves and appreciates me from those times is Man Bun Jesus. So I'm doing
and Robert
friend
Lottie.
of the show.
And Robert Lottie.
Why does
and
Robert Lottie think about me? Does he talk about me? Does he mention me?
Bro, you don't watch him. You don't watch your fellow Sagittarius brother, but whenever he says on his reviews Heart and Soul, he goes Heart and Soul.
Robert Lottie, you're kidding me.
Is that Chucky Finster's father? Is that the guy that looks like Chucky Finster's dad? Is that Robert Lottie?
Well, anyway, congratulations to NYWC. Congratulations to Stockade. And congratulations to Crusher Dugan. Rest in peace. Heart and Soul Cup. Final closure for Stockade. You could tell it meant a lot to him. I was keeping up with it on their page, on all their accounts, because, I had a vested interest. Also, another thing. Oh, go ahead, Larry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, Larry. No. You go.
Can I say that Stockade asked me to come up to NYWC for whatever you're talking about right now?
Really?
Can I say that?
To walk out with him. He came out with a biker gang full of men from his past, present, and future.
He didn't want me to do that. Okay? What he wanted me to do was host the whole fucking show. That's what he wanted me to do. And he was like, if I can get Shane, Shane, Pat, to give you whatever it takes for you to get up to Long Island, to wherever the fuck, Mulcahy's, Smithstown, or wherever, will you come? And I said, Stock, I would love to come for you. Stock, I would love to come for you all over your feet. But I just did CZW last weekend, and I got to take care of my mom.
Well, and I feel like also you probably knew that, hey, I like that he reached out and fingered you and said, hey, this is the most important night to me in this, bubble. And, you're a huge part of it. And if I could pull some and get you to, but in the end, it's really just a gesture because, the big man's not going to do it. But it's still it's still a nice gesture. To think about that his most important moment of his career spiritually, he wanted you there.
Well, Pat, you led into this whole shit with asking me if I was in the NYWC Hall of Fame. The whole shit that you're talking about led with, are you in the NYWC Hall of Fame? And the
answer is a one-off question.
I'm not. Well, I'm tying it all together, my brother.
Well, I'm tying it all together too, and I think it's bullshit that you're not.
And the thing about it is you also cut people off quite a bit. Especially someone like me. Well, do you want me to say some shit? about this?
Well, that's
You didn't
why
know
I'm a
before
two-time
you
Hall
even
of
went into
Shamer.
asking me if I
And
was
you're
in
soon
there.
to be a two-time Hall of Famer.
Well, that is not to be said by me. It's to be said by you. But I'm trying to say some shit. I'm trying to say some shit that's kind of poignant. That's what I do. And you cannot not say shit. It's okay. Proceed.
All right, so go ahead then.
Proceed.
The floor is yours.
I don't have. I'm drinking. I'm drinking my White Claw. I'm good.
Cool. Well, you know what, Larry? I'm going to actually go ahead and respond to what you just said about having something.
Oh, no, you're not.
really-
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. You're going to go to my favorite part of the show.
Let's go to Larry's favorite part of the show.
Also, just want to say, whoever that was who was like, the reason that I left a few weeks ago was because you didn't intro me soon enough. Suck my fucking dick.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
Suck
not
my
what
fucking
happened.
dick. Whatever that person said, I didn't forget. I don't remember why I was not on the show. I think I went upstairs and went to sleep.
You fell asleep.
But everybody was like, oh, Larry left because Pat didn't intro. Suck my fucking balls.
I think it's so funny that you just never came back. That's the best part of the show.
I
right
went
there.
to sleep.
You're
Right,
I went
that's
to
it.
sleep.
That's
You're fucking tired.
incredibly. That's
Well,
legendary.
there were definitely
bro.
shows in the past where I just let you and the gang take it away because I got the spins and had to put my head down on the desk.
That's what we do. We're Boulevard Bullies.
I mean,
That's
we're
what we
very
do.
irresponsible. We
That's
shoot from
what
the
we
hip.
do. That's
Rehab
what
won't
we
work.
do.
Rehab don't work.
I would love to get like sentenced to like 3 months of prison in like a library. You know,
In a law
like by
library?
myself.
Or prison library.
Yeah, you
In a
know,
law library?
just to hang
What?
out,
What?
like
What the fuck? That's the most,
drink
like, I
glasses
don't-
of water and read books and like go to sleep at a reasonable time.
Eat Chi-Chi's, go to commissary, go to law library.
You wish you didn't have the freedom to just be a wild fucking
Yeah,
stallion. You
I'm
wish you were
obviously
just
not
like structured.
to be trusted.
Patrick would be doing yoga in the
with
yard.
100% freedom.
Pat would do yoga in the
You
yard.
know, if you're giving it, you're just gonna go buck wild.
I actually am doing yoga in the yard, and my mom told me that I was scaring the neighbors.
I feel like we should talk about wrestling.
Okay,
Oh,
let's do
wrestling?
it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Talk about the
Favorite
grass.
part of
Too
the
late.
show.
We're already in Larry's favorite part of the show.
Oh, right.
Lucha
Yes,
Libre
yes.
says, "Hey, Pat, shout out to the funky shark glasses. We appreciate the shark style, Pat. Baby shark." So, you know, that's that. Axel Nose says, "I heard Andy Lawler on Deathmatch Avengers, and the sound quality was brutal. You guys should absolutely interview him. It would be epic." Brian, could you get Andy Lawler on the show?
I actually saw that
Brian,
comment. I saw that
please.
comment,
Oh, yeah.
and I hit Andy
Please.
Lawler up. I hit Andy.
Brian, please.
Listen to what I'm gonna say. God damn it! I hit
Damn
up
it.
Andy Lawler.
Okay.
I hit up Andy Lawler, and he works like during this time and then goes to sleep early, right after work. So it's hard for him to do
Fuck
the
him.
show.
You got to do a brunch episode.
Maybe you could record
He said he has
a-
vacation. He has vacation in August,
Oh, jeez.
so he has time in August. Or we can record something
I
with
mean, I
Andy.
wonder. Eddie Lawler's got to have done an all-inclusive. I saw Johnny Phillips went on a cruise.
I think the only trips that Andy Lawler goes on is to deathmatch shows.
Yeah.
I don't
That's what
know
he
if
does.
that's true. I don't know if that's true. No, but I feel like he went to like Mexico or some shit. What did you say, Larry?
Lucha Libre says every time Larry's phone falls down, take a drink. But honestly, I'm kind of sad. No getting to know you at Carnage Cup. Rhinestone, show us the car.
Car tour.
Ryan, so
shit.
would you be willing to do some of the stream from your car next week?
Oh yeah, I'll do a live stream. Yeah, I'll sit in my car. I'll sit in my car.
Sick.
Let's
That
do it live.
Ben stream.
would be so sick.
Yeah, I'll sit in
Dude, I
it.
love it.
I'll drive
and
it.
then Axel knows
dangerously,
once
too.
again says 2 things. Can anyone tell me who is this one-man crew guy? Or did he just appear out of thin air? And second, Larry, that is sick. That is a sick new 8x10. Where can I buy one? So, Larry, did you show that 8x10? Do you have that 8x10 around to show?
That
You
glossy
don't
bitch.
even remember what the fuck happened.
It was orange.
Get
The
that
fucking
glossy
8x10
bitch out.
was orange,
Guess what?
dude.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? As much as I love the Carnage Cup, I'm not gonna get to meet you, Larry. Comment Axel because he already bought this. I don't want to wait any longer. He gets the MDK shirt, the CZW MDK shirt. I was like, this is my giveaway, and the new SVN 8x10 Larry fucking Legend going up to New England to Axel fucking knows.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Hell yeah, dude.
Axel Nose is a good guy. So wait, are we gonna do another
Yes,
giveaway
at
for this
all.
week? This week's giveaway?
Wait, well,
Yeah?
Larry, did you just say that's
Yeah?
not all?
So wait, so we're gonna do a giveaway right now for next week, yeah? So
Yeah.
in order to win the giveaway,
this show.
Wait, Larry, wait a second. Do you remember what the giveaway was from last week for this week? I got character just sent me his address saying, hey, I won the thing from last week, and I don't even remember what it was.
Go back and watch it. Goddamn.
you read different comments and gave away something else.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So then I got character. I'm sorry, Axel. I'll give you how you can give me money for your shit. I got character gets the MDK CZW because CZW.
No, I didn't mean that.
CZW rushed. Look,
First ever Switch, bro. First ever giveaway Switch.
CZW rushed. They rushed their MDK shirt for when Nick Gage came back at Cage of Death and then appeared at the anniversary. They were like, we got Nick Gage too. Here's our MDK shirt. I got one at the brewery show, and I was like, let me give this away along with my brand new Spin 8x10.
It's a dope 8x10. It's very shiny.
All right, so you guys heard it here
And
first.
Pat,
Everybody
I
message
want to
Larry.
show off what else. I want to show what else DJ Hyde gave me. Look what DJ Hyde gave me. Look, you don't go to the cage or the tournament no more. But I came back at the cage, 22, and DJ gave me this. I'm not giving this away because I've been doing this shit since we were first smoking weed in the 2300 Arena parking lot with Michael and Liz and all of the other bullies that have died. I was, and
Rest in
I'm
peace,
giving-
a deep lineage.
bro, hey, and Ryan, you beware. Because this motherfucker will get rid of you, and the next thing you know, it's me and Larry and whoever.
Besides you, Larry, I mean, I've been in. I guess I'm the longest reigning bully. I've been in bullies longer than anybody else at this point.
2 years ago, yesterday,
But I'm
we did
saying
the
it-
first.
Just saying, like they might have been the OGs, but I've been in it longer than they were in it.
Zach Linder is the godfather.
Yeah, but that's just
Don't deny me. Zach Linder,
I'm
the
not
Jew,
saying.
He's the Godfather.
Fellow
the Jew is
Jew.
the Godfather.
Fellow Jew. He is the
Yes.
God. He was before me, but
Do you want me to try to get Zach
been
Linder on
in
the
it
show? I feel
for
like he
longer.
would say no.
I love him so much, and I love him so much. He is the one that, like, I guess he's the one that Brett first noticed going crazy, and then I noticed you and that other bully that disappeared. That other bully that that bully that disappeared. Brett first was like, yo, look at this guy. And I was like, whoa, he is like crazy. And then I saw you guys and I was like, they're crazy too. And I was like, that's what we need, crazy. You know what I'm talking about, Pat? You know what I'm talking about, Pat. He's gone. He died after one appearance. And that's what I want you, Icarus and Brian, to know. Bullies die right away.
I'm independently contracted.
It's a cycle of death.
Already dead.
Yeah. I'm independently contracted.
Centering
Bro, how
around
about
Larry.
Hey, can I how about Nikki and Mickey fighting for the first time in X Brand? Brian, did you see that? Nikki and Mickey fought for the first time in X Brand Wrestling. Nikki and Mickey.
Was it the tournament? Was it the tournament?
It was a tournament, but that was the first time that they've ever touched.
Right.
It was the Wicked.
I did not see the X Brand tournament. XBW.
What was the name of this tournament?
Wicked 13, wasn't it?
The Wicked 13.
Wow. You know that shit. This is why Icarus is on. We don't know shit.
The only thing
shit.
I did watch RPW Face Eater.
Brian's in Bermuda. Pat's working the restaurant, and
the...
I'm taking care of my family. Icarus, you're here for this. Yes, the Wicked 13 by X Brand.
That was the one that DeMonto got traded out for Eric Ryan.
He wrestled in the Tokyo Dome. Like Chad Mini said, he wrestled in the Tokyo Dome. He don't got no time for New Jersey shit. He don't have time for that. He wrestled in Tokyo.
You got that medium jacket. He's happy.
Well, did you see this?
Bro, he's prepped.
I mean, Danny, undeniably.
That was royal blue.
Undeniably, royal blue. There's photographic, photogenic, and video evidence.
Where's Malcolm Monroe III's? Where's Malcolm Monroe III's jacket? Where's Tommy Vendetta's jacket?
Maybe they didn't buy it.
Did they get jackets to Tommy Vendetta and Michael? Murdoch fucked his bitch in the jacket. Murdoch fucked his bitch in the jacket. Yeah.
A classy shit. I like that.
But I want to know where all the DMAC brand guys. I want to know their jackets. Did they get Mr. Danger?
No.
Did they get?
No.
I didn't see.
The only two worthy were John Wayne and Danny.
I didn't see Malcolm. I didn't see Malcolm in a silver. I didn't see
the restaurateurs, the man who makes the steak, the host, the waiter. They all are highly, highly educated on the plight and lore of deathmatch wrestling in the United States, and more specifically, ICW No Holds Barred. So they were ready with only 2 jackets. Specifically, Larry, do you understand? Because the only 2 who deserved to get the jackets, or even, Larry, or even go to the restaurant.
You're so right. You're so right.
Were the biggest 2 top draws. You know, and by the way, Danny DeMonto is solely responsible for resurrecting deathmatch wrestling on both hemispheres. And Larry, I'm gonna drop something else on you too right now. This is a great transition. Are you ready, Larry?
Tell me. No, I'm ready. Tell me.
Well, X-Brand Wrestling, Mickey Knuckles won her 10th deathmatch tournament. Do you know who the only other 2 people to have ever won 10 deathmatch tournaments are?
Matt Tremont.
And whom else, Larry? Whom
John Wayne
else?
Murdoch. John Wayne Murdoch.
John Wayne Murdoch.
Jane Wendy.
Fucking in the rebate.
I'm going to say one thing. It's ridiculous that Dr. Redacted did not win the championship in
He won't win. He won't win. He won't win.
I think it's whack that John Wayne won the title he's already had, and Dr. Redacted didn't take it back.
Well, at this pace, because of the way that the territory's being booked and the genres being flooded, in 10 years, Dr. Redacted could win 25 tournaments. And then who's going to touch him, dude? Because if there's a tournament every 2 months for the next 10 years...
Lots of tournaments.
Then, of course, Masada and Danny Havoc are going to have only 6 or 4.
Yep.
Matt Tremont.
Larry, you understand what I'm saying, right?
The only reason he has so many is because there's so many tournaments now.
It's a very Cornette. It's a very Cornette logic of like, guys, do you see what's going on here right in front of you? If there's We Love Wrestling and X-Brand Wrestling and Tournament of Death and King of the Death Match and King of the Kill, if there's all these shits, bro, what the fuck does even anything matter?
All right, you ready? Let me, Rhinestone, let me get your opinion on the thesis statement before I break down the statistics for you guys.
Hit me with it.
All right, talk to you later, Larry.
I think it's his connection. It's in and out.
Do you have any comments, thoughts, or concerns, Rhinestone?
What, on all the tournament horse shit? I agree completely with all the tournaments. There's way too much shit. It's way too much. Way too much shit. None of it. It's all
way
meaningless.
Too much, bro. It's way too much.
It's meaningless. It's fucking meaningless. It really is. It takes all the fucking fun away from it.
Facts.
What
even makes the X brand Extreme 13 prestigious to win?
Well, there's a trophy. They made a trophy.
That's just because there's a trophy.
It's because Mickey and Nikki fought for the first time,
well,
bro.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, second round, though. Second round. Not even the finals.
It doesn't matter, Pat.
It doesn't matter. It's history.
The two motherfuckers that
Mickey
are from the loins of Madman Pondo, from the loins of the hardcore motherfuckers like Mick Foley. We've got Nick and Mick fighting the first time. How does this not ever happen?
Yo, and can I tell you something, Larry? Somebody messaged the Bullies account privately and said, with a clip of the two of them facing off, and said, check it out, Nick and Mick wrestling in front of 50 people. And it's like, okay, on the surface, after being jaded by the business, you can, like, understand that comment. But also, like, yo, those original CCW DVDs and tapes I was watching, I wasn't caring about how many people were in the fucking building. You know, I wasn't caring about how many people were in the field or the parking lot or whatever.
There's always a good
good
crowd for those tournaments.
Shitty, cynical dude. Maybe I'm like, yeah, no, that sucks. But, you know, as an original guy searching the internet and getting into this shit, that's what keeps you going. Ryan, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will say this. If they stripped it down and they had the tournaments, they're all too similar. That's what makes the problem. If they tried to make them unique in their own ways, then maybe it would work. If all of the fucking promotions had joint tournaments and they all joined forces, then it would make sense. And then you can take away all the ones that don't make sense. That's how I look at it. It needs to be stripped down drastically.
Larry, care to weigh in?
I'm going to say that the fact that Mickey versus Nikki went down in front of 50 people is the
Could have been
reason
100.
that
Could have been
Punk
100. Could have been 150.
is the reason that Punk fought Cena in Riyadh in front of all those people. Those two things are 100% linked. They are 100% linked. And we need Mickey fighting Nikki for the first time in 2025. We need that for Andy Lawler so that Punk can fight Cena in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia for millions. It all goes together. It all goes together. We need it.
We're
And
gonna
I
get
just
to.
was so sad.
I like what Necro said too. Necro said something about the tournament situation too.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
Well,
What'd he say?
Well, he was talking about the tournament of death and how he wants to be part of it. He's like, fucking, I want to roll one more time in this tournament. There's too many fucking tournaments and I'm not in them. Why the fuck ain't Necro in any of them?
Well, and Necro
Nobody
knows
pulls the
that
fucking
Tournament
trigger.
of Death is still the standard.
We talk about Nikki and Mickey, but we ain't talking about how Necro and Mickey ain't never fucking fought.
They
How
were
the fuck's
about
that
to.
been?
They were about to, but then they
Yeah, it
didn't.
was gonna happen in Deep South, but I was there for that catastrophe.
I've got to tend to business. Y'all handle the rest of this broadcast.
I heard that Andy Lawler is
Okay,
advocating.
Larry.
Andy Lawler is advocating for Necro Butcher to be in Tournament of Death. So I'm hoping that because Mickey has to be back in Tournament of Death to defend her crown.
Yo, I don't have it in front of me. I guess I could quickly search it. I didn't intend on talking about the TOD announced competitors, but I feel like it's the who's who. It's Ricky Shane, it's Nick, it's who else? I don't know. But did you see that Ricky Shane Page celebrated his 10-year anniversary of the gash that almost took out his entire eyebrow and skull?
Yeah, that was harsh. That was a brutal one. He got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky. He wound up being cool.
I still think the filing cabinet's worse.
Ugh.
Shellack's
filing cabinet. Yeah.
That went all the way through his fucking leg.
All right, so let's continue this discussion. Most deathmatch tournament wins, as per Jobber Radio or whatever that podcast is that cares about stuff.
He's a good dude.
Stuff. That guy makes good stuff.
10
Jobber
wins.
Radio.
10 deathmatch tournament wins. Just like we said before, John Wayne Murdoch, Mickey Knuckles, Matt Tremont. Number 2, at 8 tournament wins, standing alone, Madman Pondo.
Friend of the show.
Number 3, a 3-way tie at 7 tournament wins, Alex Colon, the Necro Butcher, and Masada. Number 4 with 6, Schlock. And number 5 with 5, Ian Rotten, Donnie Havoc, Corporal Robinson, Akira, and Nicholas R. Gage.
Nicholas Robert Gage.
So, to me, with all due respect to John Wayne, Mickey, and Matt, those 3 are just, and Matt, probably a day one guy, and Mickey even before him, kind of in the tournament haze days.
No, but I think Matt Tremont is a respectable 10 because he has foreign tournaments. Yeah. He's on he has an Australian tournament win, and he's been doing it just as long as he's not winning bullshit tournaments. Matt Tremont, he was
he's the first one
doing X brand. Not to make fun of X brand, but it's he has won established tournaments.
Well, and also what makes a tournament legitimate? But to me,
the amount of times it's happened.
So would you rank, all things included, Matt Tremont ahead of Madman Pondo as a deathmatch Hall of Famer and pioneer? I love Matt, but I don't think I would.
Well, Madman Pondo's just older. He's been doing it for longer.
Well, and I feel like
I think
Madman has
Pondo-
lost to Matt in a few tournaments.
Pondo would call Matt a legend, probably.
They're both legends. Both,
Yeah.
but Matt is younger than Pondo. He's much younger. No,
The thing that speaks to me is the number 3 spot with Alex, Necro, and Masada, because to me those guys existed in a time where it was basically they were in a pre-GCW time, and ergo a pre-offshoot of that tournament time.
well, those guys also get booked less because of their personal views, and people are scared to book those fucking dudes.
Would
maybe
you
in the
call
modern
Alex
era
Colon a legend?
with a tournament every month.
But that's why I'm saying fucking John Wayne Murdoch has more tournament wins than Masada and Necro Butcher, because people don't fucking book Necro Butcher and Masada.
To me, the
That's
number
the
one
bullshit.
spot of those top 3, and even Schlack, really to an extent, are the image of the modern era of too many tournaments. Whereas, like, if you looked at it like this, like look at this list. Imagine I told you this list: Madman Pondo 8, Alex Necro Masada 7, Ian Rotten, Danny Havoc, Corporal Robinson, Akira, Nick Gage 5. Like, that makes more sense to like the off the grid shit that I came up watching, because there were like 2 or 3 tournaments a year.
That's how it should be, though.
Right.
That's how it should be.
It's like Deathmatch
That's
Olympics.
the fuck how it should be. Yeah.
So
100%.
Like in my opinion, Cologne's
But
the most
all
impressive
companies,
name
if
on that list.
any company that's running a show is going to want to have some kind of tournament, like if you have, like, there's so many different companies, like all of them are going to want to do their own version of the fucking tournament of death or whatever. You know what I mean? They want to have that in their
That's why
own
I like
company.
King of the Kill. That's why I like King of the Kill the most, because they kind of make that unique. The first time when we did the production for it, they had a whole 2-day festival of it. It was really fucking cool.
RPW is dope.
Yeah,
as
they
fuck.
changed it up. That's what I'm talking about. If they brought some other thing to it, then they would change it up and change the whole atmosphere. You
all right,
can't
let's
have the
get to the
same
chat real
goddamn
quick, and then we'll get
tournament.
back to this discussion. Urka, matriarch of the family, says, Rhinestone, do you live in Lawrence Park? If so, can you check on my mom?
If you want me to, I can.
So yes, you live in Lawrence Park.
Affirmative.
Urka goes on to say, tournaments versus prestigious tournaments. That's like an important thing. Chase says, tournaments today don't mean as much as they did in the late 90s and early 2000s. Matt McHugh, family member, great trusted Blvd Bullies member, says, I thought that We Love Wrestling tournaments were done very well. Seemed like there was a thought put into it and not just a tournament for having the sake of a tournament's sake. Rhinestone, did you lock in on this? The fucking We Love Wrestling? The one before or the one after the one that we personally sponsored and, of course, helped grow to be the prestigious tournament they are.
Shout out Tommy Trainwreck, friend of the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like what Tommy's doing. I like everything that man does. I haven't
as fuck.
followed much of it because, I have too much shit going on most of the time, but I
Fair.
try to. If I catch it, I catch it. But mostly I get all of that information from my fellow STF media member, Tyler King. He tells me all about We Love Wrestling. So. I know they're doing that whole Camp Death thing.
Is that another tournament?
Oh, it's like a 2-day
I think
camping
it's-
trip.
Oh,
I think, yeah, it's like a 2-day camping thing. Like they're showing movies and I like that. That's a cool fucking thing to do. Different.
Well, I see ICW the circus, which was another camping extravaganza.
That was cool.
Well, and also to be
There was no
fair
circus.
with,
There was no circus.
to be fair with
yeah, you can't, that's bullshit when you don't have a circus at a circus.
Well, then it
I
was
mean,
advertised as a circus, and he had like
well,
circus
and also the
attractions.
weather completely
The only thing
crushed and
the
demolished the
The
situation.
only thing about the circus was the tent that was in the color.
Wasn't
of
Larry dressed up? He was in full gimmick.
Well, Larry always is the best dressed in fucking the biz.
Fucking Jesus.
All right. Anything else in the deathmatch world that we? Oh, I really want to talk about this Drake Younger Little Sicko extravaganza.
Dude,
I did not watch many clips. I did not see much, but I saw
Match of the
a
year- match of
still
the year
photo of what appeared to be Little Sicko, like kind of like after the win, after the pin. Right? Did Little Sicko win?
yeah, he won it, and say it was like a 20-minute clinic extravaganza death match.
He like I guess it looked like a photo of him rolling over.
There was so much
after the
rolling in
win.
glass. There was so much rolling.
And yo, his fingers looked mangled. The guy did not look good. He looked like he had 2 or 3 broken fingers.
I will say,
always looked like
whoever filmed this RPW Face Eater event, it was fucking like amazingly shot. Like the visual, it was like such high definition and good quality in the angles. Like whoever filmed that show crushed it. You could see the glass coming out of Drake's fucking ears.
Where was that show taking place? Where was that show?
I think it was called Lola's. I think it was in Florida. It was Lola's, and because I know Drake was saying it was his hometown, like it was a whole hometown vibe thing.
Yo, and he's building highways and byways consistently. Like I see him
Dude,
on Instagram.
Drake
he's out
always
there.
puts on the best fucking matches, dude.
And
Yeah.
Sicko always looks like he's dead after a match.
Dude,
he always
crushed it.
He looks like a body that was dragged from the bottom of a river.
Dude,
Looks
look at
sicko.
him at the past 2 Carnage Cups. The man looked like he was literally in 2 homicides. He was
Little
dead.
Sicko is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's the
So
he's
people
the
are
new
clamoring
Libby,
for
the
him
fucking-
of tournament of death. Do you think that they'll pull the trigger and do that deal?
They'd be stupid if they didn't.
Well,
Be
I would
stupid
say
if
that
they
they should be booking Little Sicko and Necro Butcher for the Tournament of Death.
He's gonna be on the tournament wins list pretty soon. Watch. He'll be on that list.
I'll tell you the one person who I might wake up out of bed for is Necro, dude. If Necro gets in that tournament, I might just go there like I'm at a Mets game
I'm going.
and just
If-
wear my
if he goes,
Necro
I'm
shit
going.
and cheer for Necro. And maybe even hop in. Do a little run in.
DJ came on this show and invited you to do commentary.
That's where Mickey and Necro should take place for the first time. Honestly, should be tournament of death.
Necro.
Who's announced for Tournament of Death already? I know it's Nicholas. I know it's Richard.
Richard, Schlack,
Schlack
Judge
and
Joe
Judge.
Shred.
Is there anybody else? Is there a 5th?
I don't think there's a 5th yet.
No. Negative.
Well, give me the next 4 then, Brian. Give me
Well,
the next
Mickey-
4 wrestlers.
Mickey
gotta
has to
learn
be
to
in
step
it.
left.
I think that Mickey has to be in it just for principle that she won it last year and has to defend her title. I would like to see Necro Butcher. I would also like to see Little Sicko. And for the 4th person, I mean, it would be awesome if Matt Tremont came again.
There you go. I think that's the 4. Rhinestone, is that the 4?
I'll change one. I'll change one, and it's Cologne.
Alex Colon.
Cologne. 100%.
He wrestles a lot
Cologne instead of who?
in Revolver. Wrestling.
instead of Tremont.
All right. Okay.
What would you say?
I guess if you were... Brian, I kind of agree with yours. And I think my honorable mention would be Cologne. But I think
yeah.
if you are trying to make the Tournament of Death a thing again, even though it should have taken place in the hottest weekend of the year. No excuses, no arguments. If you want to go to this thing, you got to burn, burn, burn. But, however, notwithstanding, I'm just imagining summer TOD. If we're doing the original 4, you got to have all 3 10-timers in there. You got to have John Wayne in Tournament of Death.
So who are you saying John Wayne instead? So you're saying...
So I'm saying, okay, who were the 4 announced? Judge, Schlack, Ricky, Nick, Mickey, John Wayne, Tremont. Because all 3 of those
That's only
people
7.
have
That's
the
only
10.
7. That's only 7.
I know. And now I'm searching for an 8th.
Eric Ryan.
Yeah, you could put anybody in there.
You already
Eric
gave
Ryan,
yours. You gave yours
Akira,
already. Rhinestone.
I know,
Masada.
I'm just throwing them out there. Just throwing them out
Rhinestone.
there. Just throwing shit out there.
But to me, now that Mickey won this X brand thing, even though, whatever, there were only 50 people there, it would be like a dope thing for CCW to make the whole Tournament of Death about, there are 3 10-timers vying for this, most historically significant, et cetera, yada, yada. Am I bugging? Am I wasted?
No, I think it's
that's a good idea.
Dope. It would be dope if they did.
It would have meaning.
I just want Necro Butcher in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's my 8th is Necro. So my 4 are John Wayne, Mickey, Matt, and Necro. Boom.
So fuck Little Sicko, you're saying?
Yeah, hey, not your time. Maybe, hey, 3-way or 4-way preliminary.
Well, the names that you dropped are technically obviously more legendary than Little Sicko, but he's just on the come up from having dope ass fucking matches.
Make it a thing. Make it like the chase for 11. And then how dope would that be too? Because then every other promotion could pick up on it. You know what I'm saying? And it could be like a thing that's positive instead of lame, that just all these different promotions are giving the wins to their favorite, cheapest, most cost-effective.
Well, now you're just giving away good ideas for free because Mickey versus Matt versus John Wayne Murdoch in a triple threat for most
first round. Just do it like that. Just do it like that first round.
That's sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, some shit like that. You could do that, or you could have it even be the finals. You could go as far as that. Just ham it up. Be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. All 3! All 3! All right, I'm bugging. I'm sorry. I love the Prince of the Death Match. Give the up and coming staged a stage to perform on. Have you guys watched this? The Prince of the Doth?
What is that? A documentary? No, Prince of Death matches. Isn't he? He's Who's the Prince of Death? Is that not? I lost it. I don't know who. It's a wrestler that calls himself the Prince of Death match.
No,
you're saying
it's a junior heavyweight tournament. It sounds like to me.
Yeah, Atticus was the fucking Prince of Death, wasn't Cutter the Prince of Death at one point?
Oh boy, what's Atticus up to? Rhinestone, did you watch the documentary?
I did. It was made very well. You won't appreciate it at all.
Single tear.
Yeah, I cussed my teddy bear very close to me while I watched it. You won't appreciate it, but it was
there
good.
you go. 10 out of 10 stars from Rhinestone.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
So that's highly recommended. I'm not going to watch it, but thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
That I would not appreciate it, because you're right, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it.
I feel like now I need to. I feel like I want to. How long is it? Is it over 65 minutes?
I think it's like a skater video type length, like a quick 45-minute. And then there's some deleted scenes that he did. So it's like maybe an hour.
Yeah, you're selling me. You're selling me on it.
You might as well watch it. It's going to win.
I can't wait to watch this shit.
Academy Award, man.
Oh, speaking of the Kogar brothers, did you see, Brian, that Otis has 2 new T-shirt designs that I found very,
did.
very well done and grand.
I did. It looked like a heavy metal band designed them.
Yeah, he's doing
Or
good
someone
heavy
that
metal
makes heavy
stuff
metal
out
merch.
here in this world.
It's I would bet money that it's somebody that makes shirts for bands. The artwork that makes.
He
artwork
hired
for
like a
bands.
guy who's a guy.
Rockabilia.
Because the design, it looks like a guy. That would be a guy.
Rockabilia.
He had a great match at Face Eater too. I think it was against. I can't remember who it was against, but it was a good match. Not Jameson Shook. Is it Jameson Shook?
Larry in the chat handling his business, standing on his business, saying Neil Diamond Couture was the OG Prince of the Death matches. But wasn't that just
the Honey
a
Badger?
That was
Thank
a
you.
tournament
Thank
that
you,
he
Larry.
won, though.
What do you mean? No, the
Wasn't
Prince. No,
that like
I
a
think
Deep South
I think
tournament
the
that he
Prince of the
won?
Death match is just something that he dubbed himself just like he's the Honey Badger.
And then Kogar did, and then now this new guy.
I don't know if I believe that. I feel like it was a tournament he won. He's a friend of the program. I think I would remember.
Have him on and ask him. Fuck it.
I think he's been on, friend of the show.
Have
See,
him on again.
now
Are
Larry,
you talking about Neil Diamond
Atticus
Cutter?
is also a former Prince of the Death.
Bam.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I'm
a
too
tournament. That
confused.
sounds like a tournament.
No, I think. No. He said Larry's saying no. Larry's saying no.
Jesus Christ. What are you doing? Just get back on the call.
He has
He's
very
handling
important
business.
business. He's handling fucking important business.
Important shit that we don't know about. Legendary shit.
Right, I guess I'll just wait for Larry's explanation in the chat.
Okay,
I'm going to
say
Rotten. It was an Ian Rotten deal
Prince of the Death match.
from IWA Mid-Sa. Well, there you have it. I was right.
Brian has a giveaway, I think.
I do. In order to win the giveaway, you have to comment on the video, not the live chat, but the actual YouTube video. And this week, you have the chance to win the Rejects bundle. Reed Bentley's is signed. Jane Wendy Murdoch's is not signed. If you'd like to, I could say, cross this out and write Jane Wendy and sign it Jane Wendy for you. I'll do that. But in order to win these, you have to comment on the video. And then Larry will pick his favorite comment. Reed Bentley was pulling back the curtain, was actually going to be one of the Blvd Bullies champions, but he denied he denied us. So he is not a friend of the show. Mr. Reed Bentley. Not a friend. Not a friend of the show.
Not a fan.
I don't think Jane Wendy is a fan either.
No.
But you can win these if you comment on the YouTube video.
You could win John Wayne Murdoch's elbows and stare at him and wonder.
Very upset that he won the championship in Japan.
Well, I think we should get all these people involved. I think CCW should just do their thing. If they don't want to.
Isn't Takeda the champion again?
Huh?
He won.
Is it?
He won the championship.
Isn't Takeda the championship again?
He lost. No. Unless I don't know. John Wayne Murdoch first. Dr. Redacted lost in Japan. He was because there was 3 events. There was 78, 9, and 80. They did 3 ICW events in Japan.
Jesus.
And the first night, Dr. Redacted lost to Takeda. And then the second night, Jane Wendy beat Takeda. And then the third night, I think John Wayne defended it against Sakuda. And Jane Wendy won.
Yeah. That makes
That's
sense now.
exactly what I remember, too.
Yeah. I just remember a picture of Takeda holding the belt in the air, so he had it.
It was really sick. It was dope as fuck when he won the belt and stole it and brought it to Japan. I think that was a dope thing to do. It was smart wrestling stuff.
Smart stuff.
Smart and good wrestling stuff. And did you see that now Akira is going to be challenging?
He's going to be challenging Jane Wendy.
Oh, yeah. for the title.
I mean, Akira's dope as fuck. He's Japanese
Shit,
now.
I didn't spend all my time in
I like
Japan
it.
becoming Japanese to lose this title. I'm over this title. I'm over it. I'm trying to move on with my life.
I think that's silly wrestling writing because obviously Akira's not going to win it because then it would just go back to Japan again.
No, maybe he wins. Maybe he wins and he's back.
The only way Akira wins it is if ICW had more Japan shows planned, so they would be able to write a storyline to bring it back.
Huh. So he was just setting up like losing and like never being talked to about it again.
What do you mean, Akira?
Yeah. It's just like, oh, because in the challenge tweet or whatever, he was like, "Yo, I'm sick of hearing about this. It's do or die time." So you say die and then just move on.
Fight to survive.
What do you feel, Ryan Stone? You think Akira loses?
100%.
Huge, massive.
100% he'll lose. Come on, it's not even a question. We really asking a question here?
I don't know. Speaking of overseas superstars, I feel like one of the biggest news stories of the week was CM Punk going back to Saudi Arabia after tweeting, "Go suck a blood money cock."
Didn't he punch a kid while he was over there?
He pushed a kid. He thought the kid was a suicide bomber. He pushed him.
Hey, you know that we're at war right now, man.
Well, it proves that the $1 million man
What did he
was
say?
always right. He
He
was
said
right
something
when he
about
said that
sucking a cock.
everybody
with
has a
blood
price.
money or a blood money soaked cock in Saudi Arabia, bitch.
Suck a flaccid cock. That's what he said.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Hypocrites. The Lord of the Hypocrites.
And then he said, "Hey, hello, Saudi Arabia. It's me, CM Punk. Just want to let you know. Really sorry about that tweet that I sent about the blood and the cock. I was just mad at the Miz, and I was just cranky that day. Sorry about it." And then it went on from there. He walked into the crowd, specifically shook the hand of and thanked and apologized face to face the biggest Twitter user in Saudi Arabia, some guy with glasses.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people apologizing to people right now. Punk, Moxley's getting sued.
Oh, Moxley's getting sued for throwing the guy down.
The security
The
guard?
cameraman. The fucking cameraman. He's a pussy. He's a fucking pussy
He
cameraman.
threw the man
and that's all I gotta
down.
say.
If
Yeah,
I was a
fuck
fucking
that.
security guard at a fucking show, I'd be tight if they did that.
No, he was a camera guy.
Well,
He
I'm
was a
saying if I was not a fan at the show and I was actually working, doing something that I might like, he might not even want to be at work that day. Maybe he wasn't even supposed to be there.
No, it wasn't
Fuck
a
that.
cameraman. It was a security
if I got a
guard.
camera in my hand,
It was a security guard,
goes.
wasn't it?
It was like an AEW security guard, not an arena, an AEW traveling security guard. It wasn't a cameraman.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
John
what is
Moxley thought that the guy was fucking a wrestling worker.
Well, how come this guy gets to sue and Charles Robinson doesn't get to sue about what John Cena did to him?
Yeah, it was terrible.
John Cena assaulted Charles Robinson?
You know the Charles Robinson meme of him running a football field length to slide into the ring?
Yeah.
They recreated that at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia starring CM Punk and John Cena. But John Cena woke up from his coma and pounced Charles Robinson in a very safe and fun way.
And Charles Robinson had no idea he was going to do that?
Yeah.
He gave him a loose ass. Press.
Yeah,
I would bet money that Charles Robinson knew that was going to happen.
Gave him a Willow Nightingale, Keith Lee pounce, dude.
I don't think it's the same thing.
Yeah, it was. It was provocative. It was fun.
Yeah, but Charles Robinson didn't sue John Cena because he knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
No, but John Moxley threw
shit.
this poor man to the ground.
That's why he's
He's a
getting sued.
goddamn cameraman too, Patrick.
He wasn't a cameraman.
Look it up. Look it up. Your research is bad. I don't believe you. It was a cameraman. I believe my
This
research
is a
because I
dumb
listened to
guy.
Cornette.
I've seen the clip. It's just a guy.
Whatever. However hypocritical CM Punk might be for fucking talking shit about Saudi Arabia, then getting millions and millions of dollars to go wrestle in Saudi Arabia, that fucking rap promo that he did against John Cena was on point.
Oh, you liked Word Life Drug Free
That was
CM
good
Punk?
stuff.
It was
Punk
good. That's what I think that's like what wrestling is, you know? Like that promo
good
is
stuff.
is good wrestling shit. Like
That was
that.
good
It's
stuff.
not easy to go out there and rap. He didn't fuck up. CM Punk killed that shit.
Did you hear? Apparently, they edited it. They edited it
What he
for
said.
American TV. That there actually was a flub. There was a fuck up. But spaghetti, 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 jokes and jokes and jokes.
Well, then whoever.
They
I mean, then
edited it
kudos
for
to
American
fucking
TV. They fixed his shit.
kudos to WWE editing because they made that shit flawless. Good shit. It was fucking good shit, dude. He talked
Ryan, so
shit.
do you care to weigh in?
It was. I agree. It was A+. I like that too. Punk Life is good stuff.
Yeah,
Simple.
I kind of loved it
My
too.
response is simple. Yeah, it was good stuff.
It's good
I like
work.
disgruntled John Cena. I support him. I like John Cena's run. It's great.
Quality shit.
Yeah, apparently it's coming under much fire. Like, oh, John Cena's run isn't working. It's too soft. Like,
if you don't like this John Cena run, you really don't like wrestling because he's given you really what you want for a long
it's
time.
extremely wrestling.
I think it's dope because it's obviously his closing. It's his final run, so he's just like going through all of his former foes. It's
And
dope
if you
shit.
really know wrestling, you see what he's doing. We all know how he's going to end this. He's coming back to all of us. He's going to come back. He's going to be that person again. But
Well,
he's doing
in Saudi Arabia, did you see that? Like he like was basically he wrestled as like a good guy. Like he didn't like he had the belt and then he put the belt down. It was like a whole.
Yeah.
It was a whole.
So
thing.
you guys both think that before this title run and this retirement run is over, some polarizing thing is going to happen to John Cena, where he's going to go back to being his old self again.
100%.
Okay, they don't have somebody big evil enough to make that happen convincingly. Unless maybe it's The Rock. Unless if they bring The Rock back as like just the
final foe, the final foe, dude. That would be insane to redo John Cena versus The Rock as John Cena's final wrestling match.
And it's like for control of the company, and Triple H is like in John Cena's corner. And
what happens? Does John Cena retain and then retire with the belt, and then leave, and then he does the whole CM Punk thing and leaves with the belt?
You should bow and just walk out.
Just leaves with the belt. He's gonna ruin. He just leaves with the belt.
Maybe
dude.
Maybe for the first time ever, they let him do what
the
Bret
belt.
Hart never got to do, which is win the belt on Sunday and retire on Monday.
Well, Bret Hart wasn't retiring. He was going to a different company.
Well, now the movies is a different company.
It's different. It's not competition.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm talking too much. Larry would be so mad. Rhinestone, go ahead.
I can't really pick it up because I just had a fucking brain fart right there. I lost my whole train of thought right there, buddy. You put me on the spot.
Sorry. So yeah, so CM Punk.
I think he should just bow and walk out. But it should be The Rock because we're going to get CM Punk versus Stone Cold in Vegas.
For the championship?
No, they're fucking talking about it, how it should be. Stone Cold wants a final match. He's like, I feel good. Let's run it.
Oh, well, that's dude, I think that wouldn't even make any sense to have it just be The Rock versus Stone Cold.
Besides
not
The
Stone
Rock,
Cold versus Rock.
Besides
Stone
The
Cold
Rock,
versus John Cena?
Who could be evil enough in this universe and convincing enough to turn John Cena into a good guy?
Seth Rollins.
Vince McMahon.
Seth Rollins is really the most evil guy that, like, he's like the other champion, right? Isn't he? Oh, no, he has the Money in the Bank. He has the Money in the Bank.
John Cena with Triple H in his corner versus The Rock with Vince McMahon in his corner.
Vince should definitely be a part of it. I'm
But
just throwing that out.
the question was who's evil enough in the current universe to not, if it's not The Rock, who would it be?
turn John Cena good, yeah.
And I'm saying Seth
Vince
Rollins.
McMahon.
I guess it would be either Seth Rollins or Gunther. The other champion.
Nah.
He don't really have a past with Gunther at all. So
Oh my God!
yeah.
Can we talk about how it sucks that Goldberg is
Rusev.
wrestling fucking goddamn Gunther?
Rusev.
What about
Rusev
Goldberg?
versus John Cena.
God damn it! Goldberg will be champion because he's going to beat fucking Gunther.
What do you think is going to happen in
he's
that
gonna
match?
blow up.
I'm very curious about what's going to happen.
He's gonna blow out both of his
my
fucking.
God, I can't even
and never be
stand that
seen
dude.
It's going to be a
Comes out by
90-second match, one way or the other. So what's going to happen?
He's gonna blow his fucking legs out. He's gonna blow his legs out. And
He's going to run to spear Gunther.
He's going to kick
blow his
Gunther in the
legs
head
out.
and kill him.
He's gonna try to jackknife his ass. I guarantee.
No, they're
it.
not.
He's
They're not
try
going to
to
allow that.
He almost killed the Undertaker.
Yeah, well, that's why
He
they're
don't
not going to
give a
allow
fuck.
that. There's going to be no jackhammer in the match, which makes me think that Gunther's going to win. Which makes me think that Gunther's going to win convincingly.
Why do you say that there's not going to be a
Goldberg.
jackhammer? Why are you saying that there's not going to be a jackhammer?
There needs to be a Bret Hart
I think he's going to jackhammer Gunther, and Gunther's going to kick out of it.
Nah, he's going to spear Gunther, and then his kid is going to come in with his college football jersey on and spear Gunther also. And then Goldberg's going to go for a 3 count, and it's going to be a deep 2. And then Gunther's going to wake up, fucking big boot, power bomb, shotgun drop kick, whatever you want to say. Probably choke slam the kid. Nice easy bump just to get him over, build his resume. Gunther wins. 2.5 minutes, 4 minutes. 24 minutes if you include the entrances. That's my guess. Do either of you believe in a world where Goldberg wins?
I would just want the world to end if that's a world that we live in.
Absolutely fucking not.
I can't stand it. It's not even good. There's no. It's just because I can't stand it with his son. He's doing it for his son because he doesn't want his kid to hate him. He doesn't want his kid to be embarrassed by his kid.
Remember Gunther insulted him in front of his son back when his son was
long-term storytelling.
15.
Long-term storytelling. It's shit storytelling, and I can't stand it. Goldberg was the only time Goldberg was ever dope was when he was undefeated and doing the whole WCW shit. Any WWE stuff that he did is trash.
Yep.
All trash, dude. You needed a taser to beat Goldberg. You needed a taser.
Back in the WCW days, yeah.
Right, yeah, but now it's bullshit.
Prod, a full-on...
A fucking cattle prod. And now it's just a joke. Now it's like a living joke.
I think Gunther should hit fucking Goldberg with the Bret Hart kick and then powerbomb and then over.
Yo, I would love one way or the other if they recreated that. That would be so dope.
Yeah.
Like he does it to Gunther, but Gunther eats it, powerbombs him, wins. Boom. Dude, that's enough for me.
I'm so scared that Goldberg's going to win.
Goldberg's running in for the spear, Bret Hart capo kick right to the fucking mush, and then pick him up, power bomb him twice over. Gunther walks out 30 seconds later.
What if Bret Hart comes out with Gunther dressed in a pink?
I support it.
You really think it's gonna be a 40-second match? You're calling 40-second match?
I said 2.5, 4 minutes, but I could see as little as 30.
Wow.
That
would be so whack, dude.
I want a minute so I can hear Jesse Ventura talking shit about Goldberg.
Yo,
I feel like Gunther wants to have a match.
But think about all the delusional Vince McMahon years of Goldberg. I don't remember this correctly, but he either squashed Brock and then Braun Strowman squashed him, and then he squashed the Fiend, but then Braun Strowman squashed him. I feel like every time Goldberg is in a match, it's under 5 minutes and something happens that's very shocking. Like either I can't believe Goldberg beat him in 30 seconds or I can't believe Goldberg lost in 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
He's going to be winded by the time he hits the ramp.
Do you remember the first Goldberg Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20 and the fucking crowd was booing the shit out of both of them?
Was that the one with Stone Cold refereeing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stone Cold
Terrible,
was sitting in the
terrible,
corner.
terrible shit. Goldberg sucks.
Yeah, Stone Cold was laughing the whole time. That was
I could
priceless.
see,
Oh,
I could
Stone
see
Cold
that
stunned
being
both
what
of them.
happens though. Like there's a world where
Gunther doesn't suck. I guess Brock Lesnar didn't suck either. It was just Goldberg.
they agent the match like that, where they stand there until everyone boos, and then something happens, drop down, leapfrog,
Gunther wouldn't
Yakuza
do that.
kick, no
wouldn't
sell
do
the
that.
Bret Hart concussion spot.
Brock Lesnar was leaving. That's why he didn't give a fuck. He was going to fucking UFC.
I'm kind
I
of
hope
fascinated.
Gunther really
though.
knocks
I
his
think
ass out.
I think I'm interested in this.
You're interested in Gunther versus Goldberg? Is it this Saturday?
Yeah.
Rhinestone, I saw that you loved that Karrion Kross wrestled properly in Saudi Arabia.
Was that Sami Zayn?
Karrion
Yeah.
Kross fought
Didn't he
Sami
talk?
Zayn.
Didn't he talk shit about Saudi Arabia too?
Something like
Sami
that. But
Zayn-
he's always
Sami
welcome.
Sami
man.
Zayn was never going to go there, but they sent him an autographed skateboard or something.
They gave him fucking $5 million.
And ska tickets. And ska
Yeah,
tickets.
and
It was
ska
over
tickets.
Stadium.
There's no way they didn't get millions and millions of dollars.
They realistically
Everybody
though,
has a price.
Cross should have got the W there. With all the work he's put in, the Sammy shouldn't have won that match. That was stupid. He didn't have to win that match at all. Because you're not going to see Cross for another fucking 7 months now.
He's been on more skits though. He's been in like he's like always getting involved in people's shit.
Well, you
He's
know,
the best fucking skit in the business though right now.
Oh,
So I think
come on.
you're
You know, they used to say that like the more that Paul Heyman would push somebody to Vince, the more Vince would be like, "Yeah, shut up." Like I'm not like the more Paul Heyman or somebody from the outside would push to Vince, this guy. Eventually Vince would be like, "Oh, fuck this guy." That's the way I feel about the way that Karrion Kross and Scarlett both present themselves. Like, they don't have Jim Ross telling me that they're dope. They got only them trying to drum up their own fucking bleeding heart support. Wanted for being a good soldier. Oh, shut up.
Oh, Jesus.
Shut up. You guys are both, like, super hot and rich. And it's like, oh, poor you. Poor you. And yeah, and I think that if I was Triple H, I'd be like, yeah, shut up. I'm sick of hearing about you. Stop trying to drum up support for yourself. You make me sick.
What else are you supposed to do?
Triple H brought him back for that reason.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, he had a
Patrick's
great
on that.
match.
He's on that. Those shark glasses.
They're
are
both
starting to
great.
get to
They're
you.
both dope as fuck. Sami Zayn's always been fucking great.
Yeah, and yeah, he's lucky. He wrestled Sami.
Right.
Yeah, but
He was
then
a
the
good
next
man.
night on Raw, like pretty much 0 to none, continuing storyline. I believe that. Oh no, you know what he did? He attacked Sami Zayn with a pipe last night. He escalated the situation. Actually,
I was so tight. Raw started at 6 and I had no fucking idea.
I didn't either.
I was so fucking angry. I was so confused that there was only the
yeah, I
fucking
watched like the
started
last like 10 minutes at like 8.
8:30. Yeah.
and then I watched back, and yeah, Karrion Kross attacked Sami Zayn with a pipe viciously, and then so and so had to fill in for Sami Zayn in the something and something else tag match. I think it was Penta filled in. And it was Penta and somebody against somebody else and someone else.
Was it like Bronson Reed and
Something like that.
Ludwig Kaiser is
No,
now
what the
El
fuck's his
Grande
name?
Americano.
The Steiner. Braun Breaker.
Braun
Braun Steiner.
Yo, that was so fucking lame. I'm so done with Grande Americano. Okay,
It's
yeah.
Ludwig
The
Kaiser.
guy did a fucking 450 backflip. Great.
That's pretty insane, dude.
I know,
Yeah,
but he
it's
couldn't even
Ludwig
do it as
Kaiser
Chad
on it.
Gable. He had to do it as Grande Americano?
I mean, he did it. I think it's
It's
funny.
artistic. It's artistic, buddy.
It's
artistic,
like
man.
Owen Hart doing fucking Blue Blazer.
Yo, it's true, though. Kurt Angle energy all the way around for Chad Gable, who's getting like neck fusion or spinal fusion or some kind of crazy thing. And now, yes, as you alluded to, I guess Adam Pearce or fucking Kathy Kelly or somebody was like, well, I guess now that you're taking extended time off, El Grande Americano isn't going to be around. Wink, wink. And then, of course, office pan to the left, handheld El Grande Americano, obviously Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser.
How does this storyline end? Do we care? Do we think about it?
See how it goes.
I mean, it
doing
should
no
be
full distance.
SummerSlam, Gable versus Americano, and they should have all the graphics be Undertaker versus Undertaker SummerSlam.
But so you're saying it's two people in an
Yeah, it'll be
Americano mask?
Ludwig versus Gable
Gable.
at SummerSlam, Americano versus American Alpha. Battle for Americano.
Isn't Ludwig German?
That too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's German. He's voice wonderbar.
All right, what else?
I don't know. Peep, did you?
Oh, Juicy for now got slapped around at Slap Fight.
Oh, he lost.
Yeah, he got slapped the fuck around, but he lost some weight. It looks like.
Probably,
But he definitely got slapped the fuck around.
Were
Did he
there
get knocked
any
out?
other
Did he get knocked
wrestlers
out?
in Slap Fight?
He got dazed twice.
Didn't Casanova get
Wolf's
denied
gonna be the next one.
to slap fight?
Mecha Wolf will be the next one.
The one who shall be not be named. That I said his name.
Yeah, he's in there.
He's in it. Did he get slapped up?
I think no, he didn't get in it yet, but he's gonna be on. I think
Oh.
him and Sin Bodhi are supposed to be on there too.
Hell yeah, I can't wait.
Nope.
If there was a punishment in prison that I could choose over doing Slap Fight, I would choose it. Like, I feel like participating in Slap Fight might be my top 3 to 5 things that I would never, ever, ever, ever want to do in my life.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't.
I feel like
Those
I would
fucking
lose
guys
my eyeball would go flying across the fucking studio.
It's brutal. Dude.
Yeah,
It's fucking brutal.
I'd rather watch Bare Knuckle.
Some of those dudes are like, but they take so many slaps, their face starts to fucking swell,
Oh,
and it looks like cauliflower face.
oh my
That's CTE.
God.
so brutal. It's so brutal,
That's
dude.
legal CTE. It's legal CTE right there.
Yeah,
Facts.
no,
Did you
it's
know?
gotta
Did you
be the
see that?
worst.
Jay Uso did the fucking Sabu chair throw with the chair during Raw. Did you notice that?
I like it.
If you could do a chair throw to someone's face, why can't you just hit somebody in the head with the chair?
It's illegal.
Well, now everybody's going to be throwing chairs now.
But I'm going to say that he hit him directly in the head with the chair. Sabu'd him
When was this?
on Raw. That was how Raw ended. It was Jay Uso threw the chair. I forgot who he threw the chair. Who did he throw the chair at? Whoever was in the fucking main event. And Jay Uso came out and threw the chair at him.
Did you
Might have
see
been-
that Seth Rollins is in the new A Day to Remember music video, burning a house down with a flamethrower?
No, but that's fucking sick.
Look it up. Burn it down. He's there in his black little suit and his new Seth Rollins chain. His little Seth Rollins Cuban. And he's rocking out with A Day to Remember on their new single. Burn It Down, baby. That's not the name of it, but
I never really liked the Day to Remember. But I'm also going to say that Hoodfoot is starting to get the same haircut as Kimbo Slice. And he kind of just looks like a way bigger, heftier Kimbo Slice now. That was something I noticed at RPW Face Eater.
So what events are coming up that we're looking forward to?
I'm not really sure. I know that what is Tournament of Death in September?
Yep.
So that's like a couple months. I don't know, there's got to be something. Carnage Cup. Carnage Cup is coming up in what is it? August?
October. King of the Kill is
Oh,
in
Jesus
August.
Christ! Oh, King of the Kill, RPW. That's what's coming up at this
Hey,
summer.
right,
King of the
son. When's
Kill
your
is
next New York City House of Glory event?
It's not going to be for a while. It's going to be in Texas, and then we're in Philly.
Oh, shoot. I was
Yep.
thinking we should plan a whole summer barbecue around the next
Yes,
time you'll be
Texas and
around
Philly.
because it's barbecue. It's Blvd Bullies barbecue season.
I have barbecues on my roof. You can barbecue
Huh.
there.
Well, goddamn. On the roof?
Rooftop barbecues. Yeah, they're just there. First come, first serve, baby.
Brian, you playing any new video games?
No, I haven't played shit. I watched a really depressing, as we spoke about animated movies before, I watched this really depressing anime from Japan called The Graveyard of the Butterflies. And it's just really depressing and sad, but it's really good. Studio Ghibli.
More
Shout out.
depressing than Danny and John Wayne getting their Ribera jackets?
It's about just as depressing.
Rhinestone, have you watched anything depressing lately?
No. I really haven't. I can't watch depressing shit. I watched Kill Tony from last night on Monday.
That's such funny
and
shit.
Then,
Top tier
and then
comedy.
I'm waiting for Dexter on 11th. That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm going to see Louis C.K. in November in Brooklyn, New York. I'm very excited for that.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Have you ever been to stand-up comedy live?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if I've enjoyed some of them. When I've wanted to see the person, I've enjoyed them. But if I've gone in blind, I haven't enjoyed them because I feel like without having
different.
previous love for you, I just hate any and all stand-up comedians.
I hear that. The last time I went to see a live stand-up was Cat Williams in 2008
Cott
on
Williams.
420
I saw Jerry Seinfeld last year.
last year. Was
Yeah.
it funny? Was it fun? That sounds like it would be expensive as fuck.
I'm an old man, so I appreciate old man humor. And
I love Jerry Seinfeld. Shout out
Seinfeld
fucking
Was it
Larry
all
David.
inclusive,
Larry
or-
David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, top tier.
Yeah. And where I'm from, we got a good little place called the Warner Theater. It's a really nice place, good venue.
Yeah, when Larry finally starts writing the comeback of Seinfeld on Curb Your Enthusiasm, that season is top tier, hilarious, and incredible.
That one of the best. They're all so good, but that is definitely a legendary.
All right,
season.
homework assignment for everybody. You guys got to 1,000%, without question, watch The Rehearsal, seasons 1 and 2 on HBO.
1 and 2 before next week.
1 and 2.
I think I'm more interested to watch the new series, the season of Squid Game.
Oh, see, I didn't watch a season 2 Squid.
You didn't even watch. You watched season 1.
I watched season 1, loved season 1. Never
season
really got
2
excited about season 2. Never really dabbled or took part.
Great shit. Great shit. Great shit. Better than The Last of Us.
Oh, well, Last of Us is just very, very bad.
I stopped watching
Well-
after Joel died.
I've been watching Tires.
Oh, you love Tires?
I love that show. Tires is awesome.
I don't know Tires.
Have you watched Detroiters?
I don't know
Yeah,
Detroiters.
that's a
I
good
don't know
fucking.
Detroiters.
That's a good one too.
So you're
you
a
watch
Tim
the-
Robinson fan.
Yeah, that's good shit. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of anybody. I just like the show.
I
the
watched
humor.
the Travis Scott documentary, the one that talks about
Oh,
all
about the
people
blood
that died,
ritual.
about the people that died. Yeah,
He's a Satanist, isn't he?
the documentary is about the concert where all the kids broke into the show and he wouldn't stop the show and everybody fucking died.
Yeah, the
Oh,
ritual.
yeah.
Right, the
Yeah.
blood ritual. There's a whole documentary about it. It's fucking.
Wow,
It's a
a
good.
lot of good things to watch.
Odd World. Wasn't it called Odd World or some shit like that? The festival.
Festival. Oddworld, I think.
It's something like that.
Astroworld. It
Astro.
was Astroworld.
Yeah. I was gonna say Astroglide.
It is
but
kind
that
of
was
fascinating and interesting and strange about how him and The Rock did the whole John Cena thing and then yeeted off the face of the planet.
Oh,
And,
isn't The Rock like The Rock? Didn't he like no show to back to WWE after
I don't know
something?
if he no-showed, but there had to be some some clash of
Clash of the Titans.
I guess.
He does what he wants. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. He does what he wants.
So probably no John Cena versus The Rock.
Vince McMahon versus John Cena. That's how I want it.
Did you hear that Vince McMahon is starting another wrestling company?
1411.
What's
That's
that?
it. That's
That's
his like
the-
investment operation, right?
That's the name of it, I guess.
Oh, so yeah,
1411.
that's like that's the new
Yo,
the
he
new-
better
the new
hurry
company.
up. I want him to do it right now. I need it to happen like right now.
He's
The
gonna be
world
Tony
is
Khan
just
and-
crazy
and-
enough that I need him to launch within the next 6 months. Just VKMW, dude. Let's
Bare
go.
knuckle fighting. Bare knuckle
Yeah,
fighting
well,
tried
that's
to
what they
get
said on
Vince
Cornette that he
McMahon
tried
back.
to buy.
it would be VKME. It would be VKME.
He tried to buy a bare knuckle fighting organization, and he wanted full creative control, and they said nah. He's
'Cause
trying
they
to
knew
buy
what
some
they were
shit.
gonna get.
I would love for him to buy us. I would love to be on the forefront of
Sell
Vince
him.
McMahon fucking propaganda.
You know who does bare
Sell
knuckle
his
fighting?
ass.
You ever hear of the band Slaughter to Prevail?
I feel like I've heard of them. I don't know
The
if I've heard
deathcore
them.
band. Well, there's a Russian man who is the vocalist, and he does the bare knuckle fighting, and he fucking fights people.
Alex Terrible does it.
Alex Terrible. That's the vocalist of Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah, he does it.
It's fucking insane. He's insane.
Yeah, he's undefeated. He
He's
won.
dope
He
as
won
dude.
that first.
He's one of the best, and one of the best vocalists in the whole goddamn world.
Yo, if I can't
He
watch
wrestles
slap fighting, I
bears.
definitely can't watch bare knuckle boxing.
He literally
He
wrestles
wrestles
bears.
bears.
He-
He wrestles
Yeah,
bears.
I'm not
for
gonna watch
fucking
that.
fun.
I'm not gonna watch that either.
I think he saves the bears.
The
Patrick-
older I get, the more stressed out I get watching things. I can't handle these things.
Pat, I have a homework assignment for you.
Okay.
Ready? You got to watch the Atticus Kogar documentary.
Okay. I will watch the Atticus Kogar documentary.
I would
If
rather watch
you
that than
watch
rehearsals.
The Rehearsal season 1, episodes 1 through 3.
Is that on Netflix? Is that on Netflix?
It's on HBO.
Yeah, I got to buy some shit.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Give
let
him
me-
your login
I'll
information.
get back to you on
Mine's
what to
for
watch
free.
on Netflix.
I'm giving you a homework assignment that's free,
YouTube.
courtesy of Atticus
Okay,
Kogar.
Brian, do you have something that you would like to recommend?
Grave of the Fireflies.
What?
Grave of the Fireflies.
Anime.
Oh, the anime that made you cry.
Yeah.
Do you think it was just you cried because you were depressed that you were home from Bermuda?
That might have something to do with it, but only because I felt connected to the movie. You have to. I'm telling you right now. There's no way you can watch that and not feel an emotion.
Did you wear shoes on your trip? Because you better not have.
Shoes.
Yeah, did you wear shoes?
I wore Crocs.
Well, you shouldn't have worn no shoes at all. You're on a fucking beach.
No, I took my shoes off before going in the water.
All right, good. All right, good.
I
You
don't wear.
shouldn't-
I don't wear water shoes, but I wear shoes walking so I don't get blisters on my feet.
I don't understand people that wear water shoes. I don't
Important
get it.
tip.
They're not.
Well, Crocs
I
are
know.
really like the new water
I mean,
shoes,
I'm
honestly.
going to tell you the beach water under like the land is way softer. Like you go to some beaches in New York and it's rocky as fuck. You don't want to walk on the rocks.
Oh, terrible. I
like
hate
you want to
the
wear
beach.
like water shoes at the rocky beaches.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
I would go to
soft sand.
the
You don't need
Bahamas
shoes. Yeah, it's soft.
before
The
Rockaway
the
Beach.
softest sand you've ever stepped on.
We have sand from Canada, where I'm from. We steal
Canadian
Canada.
sand.
Yeah, we
soft,
steal their sand.
soft Canadian sand.
No, it's not. It's got pebbles and shit and
Yeah,
rocks
pebbles.
and it's terrible.
If you have pebbly sand, you want shoes. I would say.
All right. Well, hey,
I got
if you have
most-
any strong thoughts or feelings about all-inclusive vacations, deathmatch
Time shit.
tournament, wins, all-time Mount Rushmore lists versus oversaturation of potential deathmatch tournament talkings to. If you want to talk about the rehearsal or any other show, of the next episode, if you want to weigh in on any conversation of the last episode, comment on the video.
I was just holding it up.
And while Larry is still awake, I might have been muted that whole time, but basically, if you have any feelings about the show, comment on this, about all the things we spoke about, or talk about something new. John Wayne Murdoch, and who was the other guy? Reed Bentley.
Not friends of the show.
Neither one.
Neither one.
Neither one.
All right. Well, Rhinestone, what's going on with you and the Dab cast this week?
I'm actively trying to get Masada on the show. That's who I'm trying to get.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Maker of this weapon.
What's great about my show is if it ain't Wednesday, it's whenever the fuck he's got availability, so it just pops up. Mine's not like a routine show like this one. It's chaotic. I had a good show with Phil though, and everybody should check that out for free on Stone Cowboy Network on YouTube. It was a great one. It was all over deathmatch. He talks about how all the fandom is. Good shit.
All right. That sounds great. On behalf of BBC, Long Dong Larry, CCW Hall of Famer, Price is Right Showdown winner, Brian, closing thoughts?
Little Sicko is fucking awesome, and Necro Butcher should be at Tournament of Death.
Rhinestone?
Support Necro Butcher.
Thank you guys so much. Everybody do what everybody else said, especially me, especially Brian, especially Rhinestone, especially Larry. And until next time, like, comment, share, subscribe. But our enemies, take your laptop into the bathtub with you and die slow at a time. Bye-bye. Bye.